So we've covered the building blocks of using Terraform. We have providers, a backend place to save our Terraform state, configuration for providers, variables, a data source, and we define some resources to create. Now we're going to start using these building blocks to create modules within Terraform. So what is a module? Modules are reusable configurations that you can call and use multiple times. So for example, if I had a module that I used to create AWS instances, I could create different kinds of AWS instances with different configuration, reusing that same module. If we head over to Safari and check out the documentation on modules, we'll just see some kind of basic information about it. Modules are containers for multiple resources that are used together. In other words, you can logically group stuff that belongs together within a module. This might be creating a single AWS instance and maybe extra stuff like the Elastic IP address with it. Or it can be more complex stuff like setting up API gateway might be one module, and the API gateway consists of many resources you might want to or need to create. We have a root module. So we have actually been running in the root module. In other words, there's always a module, and the primary one you use is the root module. So we've been working technically inside of our root module so far. And child modules are the ones that you create or pull in from Terraform registry and other locations. And then we have child modules, which is just using other modules within your Terraform configuration. These modules might exist from Terraform registry, or they might come from Git repositories, or you might create them and have them locally. So we're going to get into using modules and developing modules in the next few videos here. First, let's do some setup. I'm going to go back to my terminal here. I've destroyed all of our infrastructure so far, so we're starting blank here. I'm going to make a new directory called modules. Inside of modules is an empty directory, of course, and we can go ahead and create our first module. Now I'm going to actually do that in the next video. Just note that I have a separate directory here. That directory is going to be a directory of modules. In there, we will create some modules of our own so that you will see how modules work and see how easy it is to create modules and then use them. And then in later videos, we'll also show pulling in community modules so we can use those instead, so we don't have to maintain our own if you don't want to.